welcome back to this online course on financial institutions and markets. I am Dr. Sonam Badhoria, Assistant Professor at Swami Rama Himalayan University. In today's session, we will explore a key pillar of India's financial markets, that is, credit rating institutions, or we can say credit rating agencies. Popularly, they are known as CRAs. They play a vital role in assessing the creditworthiness of entities and instruments, thereby bringing trust, transparency, and risk awareness into the market. So, let's begin our deep dive. What is credit rating? A credit rating is an opinion provided by a professional rating agency about the ability of willingness of a borrower, whether it's a company or a government, to repay its debt. In other words, it's a measure of credit risk. Ratings help investors decide how safe or risky a particular investment is. Just like a teacher gives marks to students, rating agencies assign grades or symbols to companies, governments, or financial instruments based on their ability to meet debt obligations. So, why do we need credit rating agencies? So, now let's understand why are credit rating institutions important in an financial ecosystem. Imagine you are investing a company's bond. You want to know, is the company financially stable or not? Will it be able to pay back the principal and the interest on time to you? As an individual investor, you don't have the time or resources to analyze every borrower's balance sheet or to see their annual reports. That's where credit rating agencies step in. They act as independent evaluators who do all the heavy lifting of credit assessment. They bring the following benefits to the financial system. It reduces information asymmetry between the borrowers and the lenders. They both have now equal information. It improves market confidence and pricing accuracy. It helps investors make informed decisions. It guides financial institutions and banks in determining loan risk premiums. Let's see who regulates credit rating agencies in India. In India, credit rating agencies are regulated by the Securities and Exchange Board of India, or SEBI. SEBI has laid down detailed regulations under the SEBI Credit Rating Agencies Regulations 1999 to govern their functioning. SEBI ensures that the credit rating agencies operate independently, fairly, and transparently. They are required to disclose their rating methodologies, rationale, and track records to ensure accountability. The SEBI has restricted credit rating agencies from rating their promoters or related parties to avoid conflict of interest. Let's now talk about the leading credit rating agencies operating in India. The first one is CRISIL. CRISIL stands for Credit Rating Information Services of India Limited. It was India's first credit rating agency, established in 1987. It is now majorly owned by S&P Global. CRISIL is well known for its expertise in rating debt instruments, mutual funds, and infrastructure projects. Second one is ICRA. ICRA originally stood for Investment Information and Credit Rating Agency of India. It was established in 1991. It is now affiliated with Moody's Investor Services. It is popular for its research-driven ratings and industry-specific studies. The third one is the CARE ratings. CARE stands for Credit Analysis and Research Limited. It was formed in 1993 and is widely respected for its ratings across a broad spectrum of debt instruments, including corporate bonds, commercial papers, and bank facilities. Next is India Ratings and Research, in short known as INDRA. India Ratings is a fully owned subsidiary of Fitch Group. It provides detailed credit opinions, risk forecast, and sector outlooks. And the last one is Brickwork Ratings, known as VWR. It is relatively newer player, established in 2007 only, and recognized by SEBI and RBI. Brickwork is known for rating MSMEs, municipalities, and non-banking financial corporations. Let's understand how does the rating process work and what is the rating process followed by these agencies. First step is initiation. A company or government entity requests a rating, or in some cases the agency may assign a rating without a formal request. Next is information collection. The credit rating agency gathers financial reports, management details, business models, and operational data. Next step is analysis. The data is analyzed using proprietary models, peer comparison, and sector outlook. Next step is rating committee. A group of experts reviews the analysis and assigns a rating. Next is publication. The rating is published along with a detailed rationale explaining the key factors considered. And the last step is monitoring. Ratings are reviewed periodically, or major events impact the rate entity. Now, what are the rating symbols and what they actually mean? Credit ratings are expressed using symbols which vary slightly across agencies but follow a similar structure. So, for long-term instruments, the common symbols are AAA, AAA, which means highest safety and lowest risk. Then AA, AA, which means high to moderate safety. Then BBB, moderate safety but more sensitive to adverse changes. Then BB, B, C, D, speculative or junk grade with high risk or default. For short-term instruments, A1 plus for best quality, A1, A2, A3 for good to moderate quality, A4 and D for risky or already in default. These symbols help investors understand risk at a glance. Now let's talk about some limitations of credit rating. Ratings are opinion, not the guarantees. They are based on historical data and assumption, which may not hold in future conditions. There is possibility of conflict of interest since the issuer pays the rating. Ratings may not always react promptly to the market events or the company specific or the macroeconomic specific changes. That's why investors should use credit rating as a tool, not the sole basis for investment decisions. Let's see what is the role of credit ratings in Indian financial market. Credit ratings play an essential role in bond market development. Here, issuers rely on ratings to access cheaper debt in bank lending. Banks use ratings to assess risk and determine interest rates. In investor protection, retail and institutional investors use ratings to manage their portfolio risk. And 10. Regulatory framework. RBI and SEBI often prescribe minimum credit ratings for specific investments or instruments. So, in short, credit rating agencies contribute to efficient capital allocation, market discipline, and financial stability in the financial system of India. Now, what are the recent developments and reforms that has been taken place in the world of credit rating in India? In recent years, SEBI has tightened the regulatory norms for credit rating agencies. Now, there is mandatory disclosure of default history. There are strict timelines for rating reviews. It involves the introduction of probability of default benchmarks, and the role of independent directors has been enhanced in decision making process. The idea is to make credit ratings more transparent, reliable, and responsive to the investor needs. Now, let's summarize what we have learned in today's session on credit rating agencies. The credit ratings are expert opinion about the creditworthiness of issuers and instruments. India's top credit rating agencies include CRISIL, ICRA, CARE, INTRA, and Brickwork. These agencies are regulated by SEBI to ensure fairness and transparency. These ratings help investors, banks, and regulators in managing their risk. The symbols like AAA, BBB, or A1 plus indicate different levels of credit safety. Despite their usefulness, ratings are not foolproof and must be used carefully by the investors. As we conclude, here are few questions for you to think about, like how can credit rating agencies manage the conflict between commercial interest and rating integrity? Think that India should allow unsolicited ratings to ensure more neutrality. Think, how do credit rating agencies influence foreign investor decisions? Thank you for joining this session on credit rating institutions in India. I hope the session was informative for you. In our next lecture, we will move further into the realm of money market instruments. Until then, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep exploring the world of finance. Namaste.